Okay, I've plugged in a microphone, but I'm not sure I plugged it into the right place. So this is me trying it out. But regardless, whether it works or not, I'm hoping that at least the sound is translating through the camera if it's not through the microphone. So we're doing first of all, welcome to the video. This will be a Kickstart January diet is back mode, all of that, because if you watched my previous vlog or the previous vlog, whatever, I was mentioning that we're doing an 8-week challenge. So just a quick 8 weeks of cleaning up our diet, me and my husband, and we're kind of competing to see who drops the most weight, but we're also like both really focused on like muscle growth and all of that right now. So neither of us are doing any crazy weight cuts, but personally I would like to drop a few pounds, because if you've been here before, you're familiar with the fact that I'm currently battling my thyroid like crazy, and working with my doctor to resolve that. So that doctor's appointment is next week's Wednesday, I want to say. We have a follow-up to check my thyroid because I've gained like an inexplicable amount of weight in December since I last saw her. So I'm hoping for a resolution. But anyway, in the meantime, I am going to do my 8-week challenge. So we started our diet on January 1st, which was yesterday. So things are going well so far. We are also doing a no buy January. I do these many Januaries, most Januaries, ever since like 2020 or 2021. I've been doing a no buy January. So that essentially means no unnecessary shopping. So no clothes, no makeup, no like Amazon, oh I want this, whatever, just necessities and like food. So like supplements are okay if I run out of like pre-workout or whatever, that's fine, but and obviously food is fine, but like nothing else. So all of my December orders just happened to come in today. So we have an Amazon quick little thing. I got these literally on December 31st because I was like, oh my god, I need these. So this is just like a nail buffer, shaper, whatever, for when I do my nails later today, because they are currently not done. And this is just like orange sticks for manicures. And then I got a navigation order. I haven't ordered from this brand in quite some time. Like, I remember I was obsessed with this brand in like 2020, 2021, peak COVID. Their launches always sold out and it was very upsetting. They had a launch the other day and I was like, why not? Let me try something again. So I got this super cute bra. It's like a very minimal back. It's just like a T-string back. Got this in a size medium. Pretty modest coverage on the front. So I'm excited to try that on. And then I got these. I mostly got these pants because they are pink and I don't really have like a bubblegum pink type of pant. So they're like full length. And they have this fun little pattern. And on the back they have this navigation logo. Now what I'm wondering how the heck they're gonna look like is because look at the short, like this is the crotch and this is the end of the butt. Like that is so short. How stretchy are they supposed to be? My butt would like rip these to shreds right now. Like, and this is a size medium by the way, but like even in the front crotch area, like it's like 3 fingers long or like 4 fingers, whatever. It's very short. So I'm thinking, but they are incredibly stretchy, like very, very stretchy. So we're gonna see what they look like when I try them on. The most exciting thing is probably, so this is not a partnership thing, but they did give me a code for my last order, or it wasn't an order because it was a gift, but this is not a gift, but I do have a code with them. It is Daniela Crooks 15. I'll put it somewhere here on the screen, but I decided to order more because I loved what they sent me. So I got more coffee, mushroom coffee. So if you don't know what Rise is, it is like a mushroom coffee. So it's got like all the benefits of coffee, but it's half the caffeine as a normal coffee. And as a person trying to cut down on her caffeine intake, I am very pleased to have discovered this brand. But it also has like mushrooms, hence the term mushroom coffee. It has mushrooms which they help with your cognitive and brain function. It helps with digestion and just like overall health. Wow, that is so pretty. So I got this, like, I don't want to call it a starter pack. I don't really remember what they referenced it as on the website, but look at this like presentation. Very cute. So we have like a little recipe book, I guess. But the reason I got this specific package is because of this. How gorgeous. So this is where I'm gonna keep my coffee, and then it comes with a stirring spoon and a scooping spoon. They're just so beautiful. And then it came with 2 mushroom coffees. So this is what I got. One of these bags is what I got in my last order, but I got 2 of them now, so we should be set for a while. And it also came with a creamer. I don't normally use creamers. I just drink my coffee black, but this sounds pretty great because it has probiotics in it and mushrooms. So it's got all of these mushrooms for energy, focus, mood, immune support, digestion, and longevity, which this coffee alone supports as well. But if I want like a luxurious little coffee with a creamer, I can do this for only 35 calories, 1.5 fat, 5 carbs, and 0 protein per scoop or tablespoon, which I guess is a scoop for the creamer. So I'm excited to up my mushroom coffee game. Okay, I'm trying it again now to see if it actually works because the other one did not. So I'm going to walk away and come back. Now I'm coming back. Let's see. Okay, it is book review time. I just have them all laid out here so that you can take a quick photo of the screen if you want to remember all of these, but I'll go through them kind of one by one because it just so happens that I read 4 amazing books in a row, which is just crazy. Well, this one I'm reading right now, and supposedly it's like life-changing type stuff. I've gotten this far in it, so you like a little, well, kind of exactly halfway actually, and it's good. Not yet life-changing, but it is good, and people will tell me that they like sobbed reading this. So I'm reading this right now. This will be my first book of 2025, but I want to walk you guys through the last books of 2024 that I read during my holiday break because they were all so incredibly good. So this one is up first, Something Borrowed by Emily Giffen. I just could not put this down. It was so good. It's a girlier book, you could say, but it was just incredible, and it poses an interesting question about like life and love and compatibility, and even when you're like this far in the book, you're like, how could this possibly end well? So I really enjoyed this book. We have The Kite Runner. I feel like I'm probably the last person on earth who has not read The Kite Runner, although my coworker did tell me yesterday that she also did not read it. So it's just her and I. This is an incredible book. It is something that probably will stay with you for a while. Like just every now and then you'll stop and think about it. It's very touching. It really hooks you, even though like maybe you're not super interested in, you know, reading about, I don't know, historical stuff, I don't know, for lack of a better word, but it truly just grips you and you will want to be there until the very end. So definitely read this if you haven't already. Then my girl Frida McFadden We got 2 of her books here. We'll start with this one. I feel kind of the same about The Kite Runner as I feel about this one. Like, if you haven't read it, you're probably the last person in the world who hasn't read it. So I had to read it. It is incredible. I was so hooked by this book. I feel like this one will also kind of stay with me for a while, probably because I've kind of almost done the profession that she did, like taking care of kids and like living in someone else's home and stuff. Obviously mine was not this dramatic, but still, like, yeah, it was so very good, and I read it very fast, but not as fast as I read The Inmate. I was pissed off when I started this book because I started it at like 9 p.m. and I was like, I'll just read a couple of chapters until I feel tired and then I'll go to bed. Did that happen? No. I stayed up reading this all night. I finished it at around like 1 a.m. or something. I just could not put it down. It is so good, and like, what a page turner. Yeah, I was upset that I was kept up all night, but also what a great way to just be, you know, enthralled, if you will. So I really liked this. I give it a 4.9 because point 1 is just like, there was just a little bit far-fetched things happening in this book that I was like, all right, well, that would never happen. But then again, who am I to say that it won't ever happen? But still, you know what I mean. Like, yeah. So 4.9 out of 5. But I mean, obviously I loved it because I couldn't put it down, literally. Those are my 4 last books of 2024. I think I ended my year at 42 books or something like that. So this year's goal is 50 books. And this, as I mentioned, is what we're starting out with. I have kind of a backlog because these 4 I have not yet read that I ordered from thrift books because I kind of just like had to have them. It is a mixed bag of like girly girl books and then also a more of a scary type book. And then I have these 3 as well. This one is also from thrift books. Someone said that it was like life-changing, so obviously I have to have all the life-changing books. This one we bought on my birthday from the book loft because I always get a book for my birthday. And this one is a Colleen Hoover book that I've actually not read. My friend sent it to me for my birthday. So those are my next 7 books. And then obviously I have the library books as well, but I don't actually have any library books here right now. So when I finish this book, I will return these 3 to the library and pick up the other ones that I've reserved. So it's a constant cycle, but I love the library. I'm so grateful to the library for fueling my addiction. Otherwise we would have to get like 4 more bookcases. Today is race day. I'm running the Frozen Penguin 5K today. I've signed up for a few races this year, like small 5Ks and 10Ks in addition to my half marathon, just to keep things fun and just have those little like races to look forward to, because it's a lot of fun and it forces you out of bed and you get a free t-shirt. So I'm hoping to get a PR in the 5K today. I didn't really set myself up for super success because I did legs on Friday and yesterday I did intervals on the treadmill, but it's okay. If I can get a PR on that kind of day, I feel like it's a good thing. I'm wearing this again that you saw in my last vlog. It's like a thermal, so it has like a little bit of warmth to it. And then I'm wearing these like thermal leggings too. They're not thermal, but they have like fleece lining on the inside. They're a little too big, so I feel like they're gonna slip down, but hopefully nothing too crazy. I have my little running belt that I bring with me, so I put my keys in this little pouch. And then sometimes if it's a long run, I put the energy gel in this pouch as well. But this is only a 5K, so I don't need an energy gel, but I do keep my lip balm in here. I use this one from Lala Leaf. It's like a CBD infused lip balm, and it's really nice for like dry lips in this cold ass weather. My lips get super dry when it's cold, so I like to have this with me handy dandy when I run. And then I'll also put my phone in here. I'm gonna wear this puffer vest because it is 29 degrees outside with strong winds, so I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do gloves and a headband. So I've got this little like fleece headband from Amazon, which is super comfy, so I'm gonna wear that. And then I have these thinner running gloves, also from Amazon. They're nice because they have like the touch screen, 2 pads of touchscreen, and they're like grippy, if you see like the little grips. So it's nice for like grip, you know. I kind of hate that I have to pierce this jacket with the bib, but they are giving out like race t-shirts. So maybe I'll just put that on top, unless it's like very small. I'll put that on top and pin this into that instead, because this is like a pretty nice puffer. But all right, let's go.
Southbound, you'll make a left on the 72nd Street transverse, then you'll make another left on the East Drive, and then north. You have bag check available. It's on the 102.
It is not the prettiest race shirt in the world.
And Kristen, Elaine, and Lily.
I hope everybody's new year is off to a great start. As you saw, I did the little 5K race today, and I actually got what I came for. I got my PR in the 5K. I got 27 minutes and 40 seconds, I think it was. So that is lovely, a great start to my day. My husband bought me this adorable like calendar, desk calendar, and like each month is a flower. So like when January is done, it's gonna be a different bouquet. So cute. He surprised me with it, which makes it even better. I love surprise gifts like that because it shows that he was thinking about me. So these are the little packets that I use from Trader Joe's. They are unsweetened acai puree packets. So they look like this, and I just kind of plop one of these into a Ninja Creamy container, let it thaw, and then it's all floopy and thawy and very messy. But and then I used strawberries, sliced frozen strawberries, and unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Usually I do like non-fat Greek yogurt, but I didn't have that, so we are doing cottage cheese instead of that, just to get some protein in. So the messy procedure involves just throwing all of this acai puree packet into the Ninja Creamy container, and then I follow up with strawberries. I usually do eyeball it between like 100 and 150 grams of frozen strawberries. Sometimes I overshoot it a little bit. And then some almond milk, typically around a cup or a little less than a cup of almond milk. And my favorite liquid stevia drops, also from Trader Joe's. I usually do 2 to 3 droppers of this just to get some sweetness in. And then you kind of shake and shimmy it around and get it all nice and stirred. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you throw in your protein of choice. As you can see, this became a cottage cheese, but I feel like it's kind of better with the yogurt. Sometimes I've done it with kefir as well, but I do far prefer the non-fat Greek yogurt in terms of like flavor and consistency. And then just wipe it off and throw it in the freezer for 24 hours. I just got back from a tremendous leg workout, if we put it this way. I arrived with 10 nails and I came back with 8. I'm currently kind of in the process of reviewing different press-ons and at-home manicure things. So these are a set that I've been reviewing this week, and they're not my favorites, but I do have a favorite, but that'll be its own separate video. But anyway, I guess that's a sign that it was a really good leg day and really unstable nails. Truly, really a great workout. This is the same workout that I filmed last week, I think, in my vlog. So if you want to know the deets, just head on over there and watch that. But I also threw in, I realized I never filmed, there's one more exercise to that day that I do, which is either kettlebell squat or RDLs. I alternate weekly, and I don't think I actually included that footage in that video. But today I threw in some RDLs and it felt really good. That's that. I'm just like, oh, just in a really nice training flow. I kind of talked about this earlier too, that like this past month or even past couple of months, well, 6 weeks maybe, I've just had such amazing training sessions, and it kind of aligns with my weight gain, I guess, unfortunately, but also like nice. Like, I'd rather have really good workouts at a higher body weight than like really shitty workouts at a lower body weight, because shitty workouts do not translate to muscle growth. And what I'm also really trying to focus on, which the Aura Ring has helped me with a lot since I got it, is understanding my recovery patterns and understanding when I need to recover, and kind of how, like, which days I'm overdoing it and which days I really should be taking a rest day. For example, last week, I usually do my runs on Thursdays and Sundays, but last week on Thursday, my ring was telling me to take it easy because I didn't sleep very well. Okay. And my recovery was just not good. And I like that it kind of adjusts your daily like activity calories burned according to how you wake up, essentially, like how you slept, how you recovered, how your yesterday was, how active you were, and things like that. So something that I really need to remember, that I know but that I kind of battle with anyway, is that you do not grow when you're in the gym. You grow when you're resting, because when you're in the gym, you're technically like tearing your muscle fibers apart. And then when you're resting is when your muscle fibers are repairing and growing. So, must remember that growth equals, yes, time in the gym, but also more so recovering after the gym. Especially now that I'm also running and like having running goals, it's really important to prioritize recovery and really listen to my body. Because while I do have my running goals, and that is great, that is mostly for fun, whereas my bodybuilding side of things is like, you know, more serious, or whatever you want to call it, if you know what I mean. So, but anyway, I did my first check-in this morning. So I started my little 8-week challenge with my husband. If you don't know, we're doing an 8-week little weight loss challenge together, me and my husband, just to kind of clean things up a little bit for the new year. And at the end of the 8 weeks, we're gonna see who lost the most body weight according to percentage. And so far it's going well. I'm doing my own thing. Like, I'm not using my coach for this. I'm just like doing my own macros and everything, essentially. I check in with him maybe like once a month at this point. Set my own macros on Wednesday. Today's Monday, the 6th, I want to say. So on the 1st, January 1st, which was Wednesday, we started our diets, and Artie's doing his own like diet program, quote unquote, and I'm doing my own. And I'm thinking I might have put my macros a little bit too low. I'm not doing a meal plan, I'm doing macros because I'm comfortable doing macros and I like having the flexibility. But I think I put them a little too low because I've dropped almost 6 pounds in like 6 days, 5 days. So I bumped my carbs up just 10 grams per day. And I'm doing high carb day on my leg days and low carb day on the other days. So 3 days a week I have higher carbs and a little bit higher calories, and then 4 days a week, it looks so stupid with all this nail, 4 days a week I'm doing lower carbs because I don't want to do a very aggressive cut, even though, you know, like, yay, 6 pounds in 1 week, but I don't want to like do an aggressive cut like I mentioned earlier in my previous video, whatever, because I am doing so well in the gym and I want to keep doing well in the gym. And if I start too low now, I won't have any room to kind of remove macros down the line if I happen to plateau in like 3-4 weeks or something, you know what I mean? So I bumped them up a little bit and hopefully it'll still keep trending down. We shall see. I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on it, but also don't want to do anything too crazy before my doctor's appointment on Wednesday when we are rechecking my thyroid because it was flagged as an issue my last doctor's appointment. So this is a follow-up. I'm just gonna have this protein shake as my post-workout while I wait for Artie to come back from his workout, because I like to eat my last meal of the day with him. We like never cook together and like eat the same food together. That ever since I started bodybuilding 5 years ago. Oh my god, 5 years. But yeah, 5 years ago, I've obviously been eating my own foods and like cooking my own foods and weighing everything and stuff like that, and he's kind of done his own thing. So, but we always try to prioritize eating together at least once a day. And we always have a TV show that we watch, and right now we are re-watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. We've already watched it through the entire thing once before, but that was some time ago, so we're watching it again now because it's great. Hi. No bark. Whisper. Good job. Whisper. Yeah. Whisper. Good job. Alright, so I'm gonna drink this little guy and then I'm gonna take that little guy for his evening walk. And then tonight I'm having my acai bowl. I will try to remember to kind of film what that looks like during a little cutting phase when I'm not so generous with the toppings. Go. A snow-covered stick, a true delicacy. There's always empty buses because sometimes we pick people up from the bus. Like my husband will pick me up from the bus, I'll pick my husband up from the bus. So he'll always walk up to a bus and wait for someone to exit. Right, Hopper? Yeah? We are back from our chilly but cute walk. It's time to make the acai bowl. I usually don't leave it out on the counter for 15 minutes, but I've been having issues with my creamy this past week where it'll just randomly stop for no reason at all and go back up to the top, and I'll have to like rinse the lid and like do it over again, and it'll do it again. I won't understand why, and then finally it'll complete the entire cycle. But I read on a random comment somewhere that they leave it out for 15 minutes before they put it in the creamy. So I'm gonna see if that helps. I just do it on the light. I do everything on the light ice cream setting, honestly. And I'll do it 2 rounds. So first round, after the first round of light ice cream setting, I'll take it out and I'll pour a little bit of unsweetened almond milk in it. And if it would be like a protein ice cream, I would put some guar gum in there. But since this is an acai bowl, I'm not gonna do that. So just some stevia drops from Trader Joe's and unsweetened almond milk, and then back in for another round of the light ice cream setting, and we will see what it looks like. Not as high protein though as if I did the Greek yogurt, so I will be supplementing with a little bowl of lettuce and chicken right here. But I will show you the finished acai bowl products. Here's my breakfast this morning. We have some oats with almond butter and blueberries. And here we have egg whites, mushrooms, and some low-fat cottage cheese. Here is my lunch. We have ground beef with onion and peppers and some lettuce. Also have an Ezekiel wrap with fat-free mozzarella and some lettuce inside and hot sauce on top. Back from the grocery store, I just picked up mostly salad stuff because I'm gonna make myself a nice big salad and New York City sized shitty single ply toilet paper because we desperately needed some. That's something we usually get from Amazon Fresh. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys my new favorite like thing to have in my cabinet at all times is these like flavored tuna packs. I just got 2 different flavors today, but they are so handy to have in your cabinet. And the macros are usually always super nice. It's like less than 5 carbs or fats and then 15 grams of protein. You can throw them in a salad, you can eat them as is, you can put them on a sandwich, on eggs, whatever you want to do. And they're so flavorful and yummy, and I love it so much. So I love having these in my cabinets. Here's my pre-workout meal. Pretty uninspired, but it is blueberry banana oatmeal with some almond butter and some shrimp with lettuce. So I had my doctor's appointment today. I feel like a load has been lifted off my mind, even though I don't have the results yet. So we took, well, first of all, she wanted to do an EKG because my pulse was alarmingly low, and she was like, you're either like a super good athlete or like something's wrong, but it's leaning towards me just being a super good athlete, so yay. But my resting, like as soon as I start doing cardio, my resting heart rate is like historically quite low, like in the 40s. It was 41 today, but she did an EKG anyway, so that happened, and then she took bloods and we kind of discussed what's been going on, and she was like, I do see that like ever since your last visit you have put on like many pounds, but I don't see where they went because you have a dream body. So thank you, doctor. That was lovely to hear. So we discussed like the thyroid stuff, and we also, I mentioned that like, you know, I haven't had my period in like over 300 days, and kind of like what the causes could be, and obviously kind of both agree that it's probably the prep factor, you know, like that I was dieting a lot this year. So it's not like super alarming yet, but she did also put in an order for both thyroid check and also like sex hormones like estrogen and stuff like that. So we're gonna see. I am very relieved that we're gonna like check both of those, and like within a week I might have some answers. So I feel good about that. Got some new book hauls. So this is number 2 in a series. I finished number 1, which is called It Happened One Summer, last night. So this is the second one. But I own this one, so I'm just gonna put this one aside and focus on my library books before I return those. I just picked them up today. So we have this one, The Red Tent. I think someone recommended this to me. I forget who, I apologize, but someone said that it was like incredibly good. It doesn't look like my vibe, like the cover. I would never ever pick this up on my own, because the cover is not speaking to me at all, but stay tuned. Then this one, Funny Story by Emily Henry. I think I just requested this from the library a while ago because of the author. So I have no idea what it's about, and no one has recommended it to me. I don't even know if it's good, but I do have Happy Place in my bookcase, but I guess I'll read this one first since unless it's like a series, but I don't think it's a series. But yeah, so we got that one. And then this, Something Blue, I think I posted about reading Something Borrowed by this author, this one. So this is the like sequel or whatever to that one. I'm super excited to read this because I really loved Something Borrowed. And then my friend recommended this one to me. She said it was life-changing, Strange Sally Diamond. And if you read the reviews, like the praise and stuff by some really great authors, like I love these two, for example. Super excited to read this one, but I do think that I'm going to start with this since I have Something Borrowed fresh in my mind. So another thing, I have like the fan on the stove, so I hope you guys can hear me okay. But another thing, before I close this video out, because I want to make sure that I get it edited and stuff before this week is over so that I can start on the next one, because I want this year's YouTube to be a little bit better than 2024, and 2024 was a really good YouTube year. I think I had 37 videos or something, but I wanna just keep the ball rolling and keep cranking out videos because I love having content, I love making content, and I love looking back at it and seeing waffles, for example. But anyway, the last little thing that I wanted to kind of touch on is that I'm really interested in completely starting to follow a Mediterranean diet. I think that I'm already naturally following it maybe like 90% without even trying. The only kind of changes I would have to make to my diet is to avoid like refined grains like tortilla wraps and crackers and stuff like that, and processed meats such as, you know, like deli turkey, thank you waffles, this is great, and like turkey bacon and stuff like that. I don't really do added sugars right now, especially since I'm doing this like diet challenge. And I think the biggest one is avoiding red meat. I do love an occasional steak, and I do have ground beef every week and stuff like that. So I think those are the biggest changes I would have to make, which is not like, I don't view it as something crazy like life-changing. And like if I want a steak every now and then when we go out for a date night or something, I will totally have that, or a burger or whatever, like in terms of red meat. And when I go to Finland, I'm definitely buying candy and stuff like that. But in general, I think it would be really nice to follow kind of a Mediterranean diet for my overall health goals and stuff like that. So if it's interesting, I'll definitely talk more about it and kind of do full day of eating Mediterranean style and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm pretty much almost already there. Something absolutely insane happened this morning. I got my period back. If you've been here before, you know that that was like my 2025 goal, to get my period back. It's been gone for 332 days. But now it's back. It's back, and we can keep trucking on towards healthier days ahead. I guess getting up to this weight was a necessary evil, quote unquote, to get everything back up and running. I guess this is my like healthier body weight. I am so thrilled to be able to share that in the first video of the year. And it just feels like such a big thing to have happened. Like, yeah, it's crazy how just feels crazy, but in the best of ways, obviously. So I'm gonna keep on trucking along, taking care of my body, feeding it good foods, good nutritious foods, and resting when I feel like I have to, and working out when I feel good. Today I feel great, and today on the agenda is actually the first day of my half marathon training program. So we have intervals on the agenda today, and then a long run on Sunday, because I run every Thursday and Sunday. So, yay! I hope you guys have had an amazing start to 2025. I myself feel like it's been a great start so far. Ass out of my face. In terms of, you know, health goals and getting this diet challenge on the road, and getting this doctor's appointment settled, and getting so much love from my pets. So great. Did you know that a cat's purring vibrations actually, like something about the frequency of their purr vibrations lowers stress levels? So that's something to consider if you don't have a cat already. Okay, bye.